We're set to go. And the light appearing. Gates have been filled. Ready to run. Off and racing. A lot of good men out of the gates very quickly. Into stride smartly. Comfort Me. Bustler's got early speed. And the Boss Lady charging across. And so's Magnificent Andy, for that matter, is going to find himself up there hunting the pace of Comfort Me. Going forward, but three deep momentarily is the favourite, the 3-year-old West Star. Then a length and a half behind those Yonga Lass. A lot of good men. Admiration Express outside of those. One then to the Perth Cup winner, Hemlock Stone. Ahead of Search and Rocks. There followed by Triple J scouting deep on the track. A length and a half to Triple Missile. Back there in the field, Black Fantasy. Then laced up heels, Mood Swings, and last is Ginger Baker. Comfort Me headed down the side. At the 700 mark in the Belmont Sprint, Comfort Me 3/4 on Magnificent Andy, being shadowed 3 wide by the favourite West Star. On the rails, the Boss Lady will straighten up in 4th spot. Bustler looked to be jog trotting in behind them. Yonga Lass around the outside going forward, as well as Admiration Express. They're followed by a lot of good men. Triple J to the outside, followed by Hemlock Stone and Triple Missile as West Star goes up and hits the lead at the 250. West Star draws a length. Magnificent Andy. Now the Boss Lady starts to boot in hard on the outside. West Star, Magnificent Andy coming back though. The Boss Lady driving at them. Magnificent Andy, the Boss Lady. They'll go to it, the Boss Lady. The Boss Lady's got home narrowly from Magnificent Andy. Third placing is West Star. Hemlock Stone, the Cup winner, charging home late from Yonga Lass. A lot of good men. Laced up heels, Admiration Express, Black Fantasy. Then Comfort Me, followed by Mood Swings, Bustler. A gap in the field, then Search and Rocks. Further back behind those, then Triple Missile, Triple J, and Ginger Baker pulling up amongst the last of them home. Number 12, the Boss Lady, ridden by Shooter McGruddy, takes out the Belmont Sprint for trainer Michael Lane. Double today here for the Lane stable. She came with a rush late. Magnificent Andy dragging himself up off the canvas after getting headed by West Star, who'd covered additional ground from his wide gate. Magnificent Andy regaining the lead. The Boss Lady, though, with the last word. And West Star in third placing. 12-4-14 are the numbers in the time of 1:22.91. 1:22.91 they've run. We wait for fourth. But the Boss Lady adds to her Roma Cup win and has bounced back after the defeat of West Star in the Northern Stakes. Shooter had her there beautifully placed in running. West Star coming 3 wide to hit the lead. The run had told though, and Magnificent Andy rallied after really chasing the pace of Comfort Me all the way. Been a strong performance by Magnificent Andy once again, but the Boss Lady was sitting in behind them. Yonga Lass was charging down the outskirts. Bustler travelled well to the turn, but just didn't quite finish off, and laced up heels hit the line well, and so did Hemlock Stone. The Perth Cup with a very, very good return to racing this afternoon, and one certainly to keep on following his first outing since winning the Cup. Now it's a dead heat fourth between 6 Hemlock Stone and 16 Yonga Lass. 12-4-14, dead heat fourth, 6 and 16. The margins are a neck and a short neck, and they've dashed home in 33.19. The winner's a Street Boss, top of the class mare for Pete Caporaro. Also Renee Gilchrist, KJ Matthews, and Sean McGruddy aboard for Michael Lane, who prepares a double today. This big program, Shooters All Smiles, has a great record in big races at this track. Second is Magnificent Andy, another mighty performance by the Magnus Gelding, trained by S.J. Miller, ridden by Brad Parnham, and 14 in West Star by Playing God from Jester Derriere, Lucy Fiore on the Simon Miller trained 3-year-old. Okay, the next event today will be the free entry to Belmont Handicap over 1200, whenever that might be next. 4:23 is starting time. Mood Swings comes out. So does 8 Petula, 9 Wind in the Line, Nobility. They are the withdrawals out of the next of the day. But let's go downstairs. Lockie Taylor with a very, very proud, very delighted Michael Lane after his star mare, the Boss Lady, claimed the Belmont Sprint.
Thanks, Darren. Yes, Michael Lane joins me now. What a win, Laney. An incredible training performance. She has just gone to a whole new level, the Boss Lady. You've always held her in such high regard, but this preparation, wow, she is a serious horse.
Yeah, she's a serious animal. I'm getting a bit emotional.
It always means a lot to you. Obviously, you have the loyal owners behind you.
Take a bit of comfort, as they say.
Kappa.
Get out of that. Anyway, no, we'll move on. No, look, she's a great horse. Yeah, she means a heap to us.
Sean McGrady, first time riding her. Outstanding performance. At the 300-metre mark, he needed to make a move. That's exactly what he did. And to his credit and to her credit, he had the horse underneath him to make that move.
Yeah, he drew a gate today, and I wanted him to be positive. And I know Shooter is a positive rider, which, you know, I think positive rides win races, and especially these types of races. You can't be getting them head starts. You know, they're good horses. And, you know, we had the barrier today. You know, Stephen's horse and Simon's horse, they had bad barriers. You know, it's hard to win with them sort of barriers. So, yeah, luck went our way today, and they're all great horses, and just good to have a horse in these sort of races, Lockie.
Where to next for her? Where does her future lie? Could you be a trainer that takes her over east and campaigns her in Melbourne or Sydney in time?
Look, we'll look at Ascot first, so we'll stay here. She'll go out for a spell now. I'd love to be giving her another run. She's so well, but she won't go to a mile, that's for sure. I'd like to keep her at the 12 to 14. You know, obviously Chris has always said the 14 is probably further than she wants to go, so we'll take that good advice, and that's what it's probably shown us in the past. But yeah, look, obviously to go to Melbourne will be enormous.
A great training performance here. Well done.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
There's Michael Lane, an emotional Michael Lane, and why wouldn't he be? Because he absolutely adores this mare, the Boss Lady. But what a ride from Sean McGrady. Here he is catching up with Scotty.
Well, Shooter's only ridden her once, but I'm sure he adores her as well.
That's right, yeah. Look, I was surprised to be in the box seat, but I thought, well, it's not too close for me as a rider. It might be too close for the horse, but as we went along, I thought, well, we're not going that quick, really. She should have a kick there. And look, she was in a bit of trouble as far as getting a run was concerned, but she was always travelling like the winner. And because I had to turn a foot there, I just knew I just needed a little bit of room, got it to the outside, and she put him to bed pretty easy.
And that's always been the best part about her. She's got that beautiful little kick.
That's right, yeah. Look, she's a quality horse. She's actually built more like a gelding or a stallion, so that always helps when they're a filly or a mare.
Nice to get the pickup call.
Absolutely, I'll take it.
Congratulations, mate. Well done.
Thank you, mate.
There's Sean McGrady combining with Michael Lane and the Boss Lady. She takes out the feature of the day. It's the Swan Draft Belmont Sprint, and she is a contender moving forward at the top of our weight for age ranks. That's the Boss Lady taking out the feature of the day.